What's good, y'all? It is Magical You Monday.
And today we're going to talk about rage. You can stop it.
Welcome to the Renegade Relationship Realists with Reverend Marquita Pierre McAllister and Rachel Dilling. Please be advised, this channel is rated R for realism.
Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Reverend Marquita.
And today we're going to talk about rage. You can stop it. So, did you want to go?
Yeah, I
Go
have
ahead.
a question for you.
Go for it.
Do you remember the last time you were in full rage and what happened?
I do. My daughter had been asked to leave a tutoring company right after I had paid, and then the next time I came in, I paid for the month, and then the next time I came in, they said that we'd like to, she's no longer welcome here. And she did it right in front. They did it right in front of her. And
How old was
she was, I don't know, 10, 11 years old. And I was furious. And the woman kept talking. And my daughter's sitting right there, and I'm like,
wow.
You need to go to the car, and we need to have this conversation not in front of her, because what you just did was completely unacceptable. But see, when I get into that rage place, I get really quiet because my insides are so loud. I go more down.
That's interesting.
But how do you deal with rage? I mean, what's the last time you felt rage, and what did you do?
That's a good question. It's been a really long time. Rage. And yeah, I don't do that. I don't get quiet. I probably do the opposite. And it's only because I start talking. When I start talking, it, comes up like this.
Right.
And now I'm talking very loudly.
Yes.
It is, I'm not quiet. I'm the opposite. We're opposite on many things.
We are.
So I'm opposite. And I don't remember the incident. Well, I do, but I can't talk about it.
That's okay. But the point here is that anger is something, it's an emotion. We feel the emotion without a doubt. But the reaction to the emotion is completely learned. So I know people that they get infuriated, and next thing you know, they're punching a wall. I know people that they get infuriated and they're screaming and yelling, or they completely shut down and isolate and leave the situation. So the good news is that it's a learned behavior.
And we learn it usually from our elders, from our parents. Actually, when we're little children, we get frustrated and all of that. But because from the ages of 0 to 6, 7, somewhere in there, everything's a download.
Yes.
Everything is a download as to building our personality. That means that we're learning rage from the people who are taking care of us. And so there's different ways I have a particular workshop that I do where I ask them how they get angry. Is it a withdrawal?
Right. Is
it lashing out?
Right.
Is it processing out loud? Is it telling all of your friends how horrible something is? And everybody processes differently. But what we come to find out is the majority of that is learned behavior.
Yes.
From when you were itty bitty. And the question is, when are we going to stop it?
Well, before we even do that, what causes it? Because we know that the behavior is learned, but anger itself is something that is an emotional reaction to something.
Emotion.
And so we know that there are basically 3 things that go through our brain when we go to anger. And the statements that we say to ourselves is, I'm out of control of the situation. It's not fair, and it's happening to me. And even if there's nothing going on, if you take a moment and you think those 3 things, you'll feel the emotional reaction to, it's not fair, it's happening to me, and I'm out of control of the situation. And the more unfair, the more out of control, the more it's happening to me you get, the more anger you get, and that's when the rage comes in.
But here's what's interesting. All of that is a matter of perspective.
Absolutely.
It's 100% perspective. We keep thinking something's happening to us that we have no control over.
Right.
The events are happening, but the control over it, that's totally on you. What's really, really important, and we were talking to our staff members about this and how they react, especially road rage. Okay? And many of you know what I'm talking about when it comes to road rage and how people get so infuriated. I was saying to one of the staff members, okay, I get you get infuriated. I get this is kind of actually a learned behavior. But what's most important is, why would you give your power over to the person who committed the offense, whether they flipped you off or whatever they did? Why would you allow that to harm your body? Rage harms your body. Now you're upset all day long or however long it takes you, and then you go about talking about it, which is really crazy. But the point is don't allow somebody else, no matter what they do, to control you. You are powerful, and you can take control. You don't have to go to rage.
And so another situation that came up a little bit ago is in my husband's business, he's got a business partner, and they were having difficulty with a client paying the invoice. And it went back and forth and back and forth. And finally it was resolved. But the gentleman was still very upset. And so, you know, I said, how long are you going to let this guy live in your mind rent-free? Because it's done, it's over, but he kept replaying it.
Right.
And we all do it. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times I've done that. But again, how long am I going to let this situation, this person live rent-free in my head and have control over my emotions and my feelings? So how do you stop it? You say, stop.
Stop it.
Stop.
What's really important is observe the fact that you're now angry and you've allowed someone else to put you there.
And then to reframe it.
And then shift it. Change the perspective.
Absolutely. So let's talk about road rage real quick. If somebody cuts me off, and we've talked about this before, because your perspective.
I do it all the time. Oh my goodness, honey, slow down, bless you, because, or, oh, thank you for doing that, because now you've slowed me down, you've shifted what I'm going to do so I don't get in an accident later. I actually do that consistently so that I don't allow the thing to make me upset.
Right, right.
So important. Just change the perspective. Whatever they've done, they've shifted so that you move into another lane or you slow down or whatever so that you don't get into an accident later.
Yeah, and stop taking it personal. It's not personal.
We all do it.
I know, but they did not wake up that morning and go, let's see who I can cut off and get really pissed off at me. No one does that.
No.
So it's not personal.
Or
so
if
let
they do,
it
they're
go.
psychopaths.
That's true too. Maybe people do that. But
oh God, I hope not.
I hope not. Anyway, the challenge, stop taking it personal and notice where the anger and the rage is coming from, and notice how you react to it. Because remember, it's just a learned behavior. If you liked our channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to get the reminders for when our new videos come up, go ahead and click on the bell.
Hey, and also give us a thumbs up. Like us. If you liked it, share this video with your friends and family, and do us a favor. Give us a comment. Tell us how you like it, or tell us what else you'd like us to talk about. We'd love to help.
So, until next time. Bye.
See ya. On about that topic.
Apparently.